How does attacking differ with opposite-side castling? Have you ever wondered how attacking strategies shift when players castle on opposite sides? This setup creates unique dynamics that can change the course of a game. Let's break it down. When players castle on opposite sides, they create asymmetrical pawn structures. For example, if white castles kingside, black might choose to castle queenside. This leads to both sides launching aggressive attacks against each other's kings. The focus is on speed and aggression, as both players aim to break through their opponent's defenses first. One of the key strategies in these positions is the pawn storm. Players will advance their pawns on the side where their opponent's king is located. If white has castled kingside, black will typically push pawns on the queen side, using the A, B, and C files to undermine white's pawn shield. Conversely, white will push pawns on the king side, using the F, G, and H files to attack black's queenside castled king. Another important aspect is piece coordination. Rooks and bishops will often align toward the opponent's castled position. A king that is castled on the queen side is particularly vulnerable to attacks along the A and B files. In contrast, kingside attacks will focus on the F and G files. Both players must also be mindful of king safety. Opposite-side castling leaves both kings exposed, leading to a race to breach the opponent's defenses. Sacrifices may be necessary to open critical lines for an effective attack. Central control plays a vital role in these battles. While the focus is on launching pawn storms, maintaining influence in the center can prevent the opponent from mounting a counterattack. For instance, a central pawn break can disrupt the opponent's defense or draw their pieces away from the action. In practice, players can use specific moves to strengthen their attacks. For example, advancing a pawn to h5 on the king side or a 5 on the queen side can weaken the opponent's pawn cover. Sacrificing pieces on key squares can expose the opponent's king and create opportunities for a decisive attack. Rook lifts can also be effective, allowing rooks to join the attack without losing tempo. Defensive resources are essential as well. Keeping minor pieces close to the king can provide necessary protection, especially since opposite-side attacks can leave limited time for regrouping. Timing is also crucial. If the opponent's attack is faster, it may be wise to delay castling and focus on central counterplay. As the game progresses, if the attacks neutralize, players should reposition their pieces to target weaknesses created during the pawn storms. However, common pitfalls include overextending pawns without support, neglecting central control, and failing to anticipate sacrifices. In opposite-side castling scenarios, precise calculation and bold decision-making are vital. Passive play can lead to swift defeat, making proactive aggression the key to success. The imbalance created by these asymmetrical king positions transforms the game into a tactical duel, where the first to act often gains the upper hand.